Give you this article right here. This is out of WGN Radio, but it's also, I saw an ABC News article about it. Galesburg, an Illinois National Guard soldier in Afghanistan, has been charged by the U.S. Army with possessing child pornography over pictures of a young relative. His mother says she sent him. He didn't even take the picture. But what's crazy about this is that the photo that the news showed is several photos of a little girl running around in the yard playing with a water hose. And in one of them, it shows the back of the bathing suit, and the Army put the report out saying because part of her lower butt is shown, this is child porn. And, folks, I see articles now. They're mainstream news. We saw the ABC News cover that big case in Arizona last year where it didn't even show the little girls' bodies. One was 2, one was 3. They got out of the bathtub. They had towels around them, and their mom took a photo. Every parent has done that. Plus, you got 2, 3, 4 kids. You know, the littler ones, you stick them in the bathtub together while they play with rubber duckies and boats or whatever. The government's now got cases saying kids together in a bathtub is some type of sexual assault on the 2 children. Meanwhile, the government's full of all these degenerate pedophiles. They're constantly getting caught. Most of your top CPS people are always being busted. They're 5 to 7 times more likely, depending on the federal government report, to be pedophiles or abusers in government. And they're saying a photo of 2 little girls, one with a towel around her, another with a towel around her, with them beside each other. They said that was having them engaged in sexual activity because they were, you know, huddled with towels out of the bath. See, now they're going to take your kids for wearing bathing suits at the swimming pool. And you'll say, but it's a bathing suit. And they'll say, we have SWAT teams. Now, we'll ban your gun show even if it's legal. You know, oh, an old man was cleaning his gun in his garage, a neighbor saw it. He had 12 guns and a couple thousand rounds of ammo. That's an arsenal. There's no law against it. It isn't an arsenal. There's no law. You still go to prison. I mean, they send people to prison every day for not even committing crimes. They just make up other folks. It just came home to me again yesterday. Again, just how criminal and illegitimate this government is. Because Matt Ryan, who works in our office, worked at the city in the gas and electric customer service line. And he said upwards of 90% or more, in fact, he said they never pay. He said 10% of the time, they had huge meetings about this, the illegals pay the first bill of the $250 to get their power and gas turned on. And then 3 months later, when they turn their power off, another person calls with another consular matricula that are fake IDs. The Mexican consulate gives them to anybody. I can go get one. There's been investigative reports on it. And then they just never pay. They only pay when they first get it turned on or get it turned back on. And then that's passed on. But then an old lady who's $10 down on her bill, they turn their power off. And you've seen those reports of them freezing to death or burning up to death in the summer all over the country. I mean, I saw this winter every 2 or 3 days. In fact, let's just Google it live on air. Man dies in home. Man freezes to death in home after power turned off. I mean, you'll just see hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of reports where this is happening. And so there's so many facets to this. The illegal aliens all over, there's more than 800 sanctuary cities. And I've had Art A. Saveda, the police chief of Austin. He said, Alex, we have to do this. We have to know who these people are so we can protect them when there's a problem. That doesn't stop illegals from calling if there's a problem at their home. You know, this isn't some sanctuary where there's a commission of a crime. And so if you call with a crime or a problem, they don't arrest you or deport you. See, that's how they started sanctuaries 20 years ago. Now it's, we're going to hire illegal aliens for the police force. That's Associated Press. We're going to say you can have everything without an ID card. You can have a bank account. You can have a housing loan. But citizens have to show 3 IDs to get power or gas. And the minute you don't pay, you're in trouble. I talked to one of my old family friends who is the manager of some of the biggest apartment complexes in Austin. And it was like 4 years ago. She got called up to the Christmas corporate party in Dallas for one of the, I'll let you know the company. It's the one whose executive got indicted and then his car blew up and his body burned up, staged his death last year. And they called him in and they said, the federal government is secretly subsidizing us. You're to tell no one. This is with hundreds of their top managers in the auditorium. Illegals are allowed to be 10 to a one-person apartment. If citizens even have a grandmother visiting for a week, kick them out with the one-person occupancy rule. Illegals are above the law. And Aaron Dykes, Rob Jacobson, are in moderately low-priced apartments nearby. They're not bad apartments, pretty nice. The illegals have chickens running around, sides of beef hanging up, mariachi bands literally playing till 5 in the morning. They are God. The police won't come. No one will stop them. Drunk driving. They are not arrested. No ID. I've had Austin police admit it to me. They are literally gods. Literally gods. Because the government wants them here to drive down wages, to bankrupt the society, and to become a political force to pull the lever for gun control and open borders and higher taxes. It is a lawless government. They won't follow the state or federal law. They won't follow the drunk driving laws. The police don't enforce. But citizens, you take a photo of your 5-year-old daughter in a bathing suit at the pool, and you take it to Walmart or some other place, they've been told, get me a SWAT team, bring in the pedophile units. And here come the pot-bellied CPS, and they are ready for your kids that night. They're going to enjoy themselves.